Morning. Awesome. Hey, thanks for logging in. We'll get started in a minute. We'll see if anybody else wants to log in. I know it's evening and the holidays. Yeah, hopefully you can hear me all right. I'm sure you'll let me know if not. Yeah, I think I think we should be all good. Just gonna keep that up there. Perfect. Okay. Hopefully we're all good for a sound. If not, give me a little comment. But I'm sure that should be all good. Let me just double check. Yeah, cool. All right. We'll get going in a minute. Oh, thank you for joining me. A lovely stretch. I really, yeah, really can't wait. It's such a good time to stretch, I think, in this like stretch between Christmas and New Year. It's a good opportunity just to reset and breathe. Oh, so thank you for meeting me on the mat tonight. Cheers. Right, let's start on our backs. We're going to lay back, close our eyes, and just allow ourselves to sink into our beautiful pose. If you've got a nice hot drink or a cold drink with you, enjoy. We kind of begin to melt into our practice. Oh, I cannot wait. Beautiful. Let's start in that beautiful Shavasana. And I think where we're like on the eve of New Year's Eve, it'll be a really nice time to kind of reflect as we lay back and relax on this year. Maybe taking in the good things, the things as you lay there. Let's kind of reflect on the things you're grateful for this year. And I know from so many of us, this year has brought some real highs and some real lows. And in the kind of year of the snake. It was all about shedding that idea of kind of learning what we need to let go of. If you believe in that kind of a sort of thing, I suppose, I really quite lean into the next year, which is the year of the horse and a new year cycle of 9 years. And we can lean into that, being courageous and shifting and changing and transforming. So if there's anything in your life that you've been kind of wanting, maybe this is the year for it, leaning into the strength of that horse. So something to think about as you come to your mat today is let's just reflect on the things we want to take with us into the new year. Maybe as we lay here thinking about moments that went really well, things that we're grateful for, maybe things that didn't go so well. Maybe we just take the learning with us. That's all it's about. Life is not perfect. It's about that learning and growing and shifting. And just invite you to take a breath in with me and slowly exhale, let it go. Good. Relaxing, softening the space between the eyebrows, relaxing in the eyelids, maybe just starting with a little roll of the neck. Just bringing the head side to side, getting a little bit of a stretch there. Good. And as we kind of lean into this space between Christmas and New Year, just invite you as we move, you'll notice a little theme of some twists, some work into the core. Just find a little opportunity today just to work into that digestive system where we might have been indulging a little bit more. Deep breath in. Beautiful. And deep breath out. Maybe a little smile in there if you like, and slowly bring the head back to center. Nice and still, wiggle the shoulder blades down. Good. And then from here, just beginning to soften, bring the neck back to a lovely bit of stillness and just see how you're feeling tonight. Relaxing and softening, eyes closed, just setting a little wish or intention, something for the class or even for the new year. Is there anything you'd like to invite more of into your life? Is it a little more calm, a little less worry, a little bit more joy, playfulness, travel, whatever it is? Just see if you can kind of set a little thought, plant that little seed so the mind might find those little opportunities that you seek. Breathing in, deep breath into the chest and breathing out. From here, we're going to draw the right knee in towards the chest, bring the hand onto the knee. Just relax the tailbone down, checking in. How is it feeling there in the hamstring, the glutes? Pushing the tailbone into the mat as you work the knee in. Inhale. And slowly exhaling out. Lovely. And switching sides, breathing in. Knee comes in towards the chest. Relax the shoulders down. Inhale, push the tailbone down into the mat as you draw the knee in. Lovely. Inhaling. Breath to belly and exhaling out. Beautiful. Breathing in, little smile. And slowly breathing out, bring the foot back down. Good. Next one we're going to do is other side, bringing it in. Maybe see how that feels to take a little circle into the knee. So bring the knee into the right hand and slowly swing it around. How are we feeling in those hips? I don't know about you, but there's a little difference in what I'm doing this time of year, right? Sometimes it's busier walking about. Sometimes we're sad a little bit more out of routine. So how does that feel for you in your body tonight? Just take check as you move and flow with me. Inhaling and slowly exhaling. See what those circles are telling you. And take some slow, deep breaths as you go, just to sink a little deeper into the practice. 3, 2, and next time the knees drawing in towards the chest, holding there. Beautiful. Squeezing in, and foot comes down onto the mat. Exhaling. Other side, breathing and drawing it in, a little hold, relax those shoulders, make sure the neck is always soft. We're not straining it anyway. Let's see what's going on in those hips. Rolling around left knee and in. Find some slow, deep breaths. You choose where you want to be with that knee, how far it goes, how wide it goes. Just find that circle for us and see what you can learn. Where are you feeling it? Is it tighter? Just listen to the body as we flow today, leaning into what feels good. And if it feels particularly sore in an area, just lean in a little. Listen to what your body wants to do and not do. The last one, knee comes in, inhale. And slowly bring the foot down onto the mat. Nice work, everyone. We're going to wiggle the feet so that the outer edges are in line with the outer edge of the mat. When we know, well, we're just going to take the knees left to right here. It's just a great one, especially if you've been sat, working into that lower back, checking in the tops of the legs, taking that lovely twist, starting to get a little bit of that work into the digestive system. As we rock, inhale, and exhale. As we drop the knees to one side, breathing in, let's link breath to movement. Breathe in, knees up. Breathe out, knees to the other side. Love it. Inhale, knees up. Exhale, drop them over. Relaxing in the face, soften in the jaw. Inhale, knees up. Exhale over towards the left. Breathing in, knees coming up. One more time over towards the right and hold. Let's bring the hands to the belly. Let's work that digestive system. Breathing and fill the belly. Fill the hands. Feel that lovely bit of air. Slowly making its way down. Awesome. It's just so good for our body. Breathing in. Good. And breathing out. And breathing and relaxing in the face. And breathing out. A little smile. Well done for making it to the mat. Inhale, knees up. Exhale, knees to the side. Just letting them hang down. Great job. Breathing in. Belly fills. Exhale. Awesome. Breathing in. Belly fills. Great. Working inwards. Inhale. And exhale. Little smile. Again, breathing in. And breathing out. Exhale. Breathing in, knees come back to center. You've got it. And slowly just wiggle the feet back so that they're hip distance. Just resetting in that lower back, making sure everything feels soft and comfortable. Back. Let's get a little bit into our core. Starting with a little bit of a crunch. So we're going to flip the palms up. Just inhale, lift up in the head, and we're going to lift the chest and just reach the hands towards the toes. So we're just lifting a little bit here, starting with that crunch. Inhale. And as we exhale, slowly bring everything down. Relax the head. Nice one. Good. Breathing in, let's lift. Reaching towards those toes. Feel that push the lower back into the mat, lifting in the chest. 3, 2, and 1. Slowly bringing it down. Amazing. Good. Inhale. Let's lift, reaching towards those toes. Lift, lift, lift. Feel that little bit of power, that little bit of firing up in that core. And exhale, slowly bringing it down. And exhale. Good. Next one option to just continue with those, or we can swivel. Inhale, let's lift in the chest. We swivel, we lift up, and we lift up. See if you can swivel, reaching opposite ankles, feeling that lift, lift in the shoulders. Breathe with me. You've got this. 4. Good. Keep that little power going. 3, 2. Amazing. And 1. Lifting up in the center. Hold, hold, hold. Feel that power, that strengthening, and bring it down. Exhale. Nice one. Take a breath with me in and out with through the mouth. Just let it go. Good. This time we're going to wiggle the feet a little wider and drop the knees in. Let them rest and just turn your head towards the right-hand side. See how that feels. Just so you can get a little stretch in the neck. Sometimes we strain a little in the neck in that sort of movement. We'll take a little power, a little fire, and a little chill, a little yin and yang kind of movement, just to kind of stimulate that strengthening. Inhale, bring the head back to center, and the head comes over towards the other side. Just see how that feels. Deep breath in and out. Good. And I feel like that's like a really good idea for kind of leaning into the new year. Finding balance, isn't it? It's about enjoying all the lovely indulgences of life. Slowly bringing the head back, but also, dipping into the healthier aspects of life as well. It's about finding that beautiful balance and dancing between the two. Maybe that's a lovely little wish for the new year. As we move through practice, that is kind of what we're leaning into, that little fire, that little yin, a little yang, a little stop, a little start. Good. Let's wiggle the feet so that they're back, being hip distance apart. Good. Inhale, we're going to take the hands up above the body, palms come together. We're going to reach on the outside of that right leg, and we're going to keep pulsing in that direction. So we're going to lift. Good. We're going to keep that lift. Chest is lifting. We're twisting. We're working into those obliques. Good. And slowly coming all the way back down. Now, if the hands feel better above the body, lifting towards the ceiling, they can. If not, you can bring them up over the head. Inhale. And we crunch on the outside. Good. Holding, lifting here. Good. Inhale, coming back up. That's 2. Good. We're going to lift. We're going to do 5 of them and maybe a little pulse. Keep lifting in that chest and coming down. Breathing in, little smile. Feel the breath. Feeling in the chest, lifting here. Feel that lovely twist. Good. Inhale, coming back. And over. Good. Now you've got the option to stay. You can lay back down, or we can pulse. So we just reaching forward, forward, forward. See how that feels. We're on the outside of that right knee still. Pulsing, maybe reaching kind of towards the floor, reaching forward, chest lifting. Good work. 3. See how that's feeling in that little twist. 2. Nice one. I can feel it. 1. That little fire, slowly bringing it down. Inhale, reach the arms up alongside the ear and feel that beautiful stretch of the spine. Oh, our first little bit of work in the back today. Always feel that a little bit different after a week out of routine breathing in and out. Head exhaling, just enjoying that stretch. Feel the spine, the neck. Then we're going to push into the feet, lift a little bit and flatten the lower back again, tuck in under. Feeling that lovely work in the core, breathing in, hands coming up. And exhale, just relax the shoulders and the neck. Good. We're going to do 5 crunches to the left-hand side, and then we're going to maybe try our pulses if you fancy, or you can leave them out as well. Inhale. We're going to lift and reach. We're going to take that twist. Good. Lifting and holding. 3. Breathing in and out. 2. And 1. Inhale, coming up. You choose where the arms go, above the head or just reach towards the ceiling. Inhale. And exhale. That lovely little crunch. Good. We're feeling that work in the core. Finding that little fire, little smile. You got it. And coming back down. Inhale. Good. Feel like you're really pushing the lower back into the mat, and then we're twisting, feeling that core fire up strong. Feeling good. 2 and 1. Coming all the way back down. Inhale, a little smile, soften in the forehead, and exhale. Lift. 3. Good. 2 and 1. Inhale, coming back down. Awesome. Here's our last one. Option to hold. You can stay here. You can come back down onto the mat, or you can add in that pulse, that little fire, that little extra twist. You pulse in a way that feels good. See how that feels. We're working the digestive system, that core, firing up the obliques. 3, 2, and 1. Slowly coming back, reaching the hands up alongside the ears, over the head if that's comfortable. If not, above the body's fine. And let's arch that back. Feel like you're getting that beautiful stretch, getting a gummy bear underneath there. Nice work, everyone. Inhale. Slowly exhale, pushing into the feet. Lift a little bit into the pelvis. Just bring the lower back down onto the mat. Amazing. We're going to bend into the elbows. Bring the hands behind the head. Just relax the head there for now. Awesome. We're going to build into a little bit of our twist. So we're going to lift and twist. And lift in the middle and down. Breathing in. Stay there. Breathing out. Breathing in. Lift and twist. Good. Feel that love little crunch. Lift and down. Lovely. Breathing in. And breathing out. Next one, we're going to find a little bit more flow. So you choose how fast or slow you want to do these. I'm just going to work for a count of 8. So we lift and we twist. And we lift and drop for 8. You breathe in and out. Working slow or quick. Feel that crunch as the knee draws in. Just don't forget to take slow, deep breaths, whatever pace you're working at. Slow or quick. 7. Breathe. Relax in the forehead. Nice one. 6. Taking breaks when you need to, pushing when you want. 5. You might go into your New Year's Eve really feeling that little bit of fire. Remembering yoga's part of your little world as you finish your 2025. 4. Nice one. Little abs telling you hello. 3. Nice. Breathe. 2. Nice one, everybody. And our last little bit of work here. The last one on each side, wherever you are. Finish off your sequence. And bringing it down. Relax the head. Just bring the hands alongside the body. And chill. Good. We're going to move the knees towards the right-hand side, dropping them over. Good. You can take them wider. You can keep them where they are. It doesn't matter as long as we drop in that direction. Good. And then from here, we're going to take our gaze. We're going to wiggle so that the shoulder blades, think about the shoulder blades being flat onto the mat. So if that means your knees lift up, that's fine. So we want the shoulder square with the ceiling. And then from here, you can stay hands on the belly and take some beautiful twisty breaths there to get you into that digestive system, moving all those organs. You can also take your gaze. You can build more into the twist so you can look towards the left as the knees move towards the right. Just notice how that changes the twist a little bit. Nice. Hands on the belly, breathing in and breathing out. This is like my idea of the perfect stretch after all that camembert cheese. Exhale the little extra pieces of chocolate. It's just what the body needs, right? It's asking for it too. And 1, slowly bring the head back to center. Awesome. Knees come to the middle. And then we're going to drop the knees over. Beautiful little reset as well from the work we've done in our core. Hands onto the belly. We're going to turn our gaze maybe towards the right-hand side. Make sure those shoulder blades are kind of nice and square. You've got shoulders reaching the ceiling as you take your knees to the left and your eyes to the right. And here, beautiful belly breath. Inhale. I always like to remember what I'm doing here with this breath. It's like making friends with our belly, making friends with that part of our body. Sometimes society tells us this is not what it should be. We're breathing deep, we're moving the organs, we're giving oxygen deeper, we're sending the breath all the way down to activate that calm nervous system. There's so much goodness in this. Let's just really lean into that. Lean in to the twist and the breath. Here's our little yin and yang. 3, 2, relaxing in the face, and 1, slowly bring those knees back to center. Beautiful. Head comes back to the middle, and we're going to wiggle the feet in. Great. We're going to do the knees that we call, I think they're kind of like called the cement. I can't remember the actual kind of Sanskrit term. We're going to tuck under in the pelvis. We're going to get that lovely flat back. Palms come down. Good. What we want to do is bring that right knee up and then the left. So when I talk about concrete, what I want you to imagine here, you should be feeling that lovely push to the lower back, firing up in that core. Knees are roughly in line with the hips. It's fine if they come in a little bit, but if you notice it, see if you can just bring them out further to get that little extra. If the back is arching, kind of like a cow, you want to push down so that you're pushing that lower back into the floor, feeling that firing. Now the cement bit, you're moving the feet as slow as you can towards the floor. Now, option 1, keep that connection, lower back's firing as you slowly, slowly move them, as if you're moving them through cement the slowest you can. Keep that connection. Start by bringing the feet back down onto the mat. Tuck under in the pelvis. So that's option 1. And as you tuck under, lift the knees back up so you can feel that bit of work. You could have the knees either squeezing in towards each other or separate the knees, whatever feels good to you. Breathing in and out. Option 2 is just to tap the toes rather than bring the feet down. You choose what you want to do. Keep that core firing. Let's slowly move as if they're moving through cement. Keep that fire in the core. Breathing in and out. Option to tap the toes or bring the feet down onto the mat. Take a little moment and then slowly bring the knees back up. Good. It looks so simple, doesn't it? But it's super strong. Keep that firing of the core. Your option to stay here, leave one out, or keep working. Inhale and exhale. Breathe with me. Keep that fire. Keep that little shake. And slowly bring it in. Amazing. Good. 2 more. Option to leave it out. You can bring the feet to the ground. Take a breath. Or just push a little bit. Push the lower back into the mat. Tuck under. Find that lovely slow movement. Let's find that core. And in. Beautiful work. And last one. Breathing in. Little smile. You've got this, feeling that strength. You're strong, confident, leaning into the year, that horse. Let's lead with that strength. Beautiful. As the knees come in this time, everybody, no matter whether you've stopped or you're still with us, just bring the knees in, relax the lower back, and give her a little rock, maybe moving that neck side to side. Lovely. Take some beautiful, slow, deep breaths. If you feel like you need to exhale through the mouth, go for it. If it's great to kind of use your Ujjayi style breath, use that. My guidance as a teacher is always just trying to make sure that exhalation is slower, working into that. The space is really healthy. Good. As we rock side to side, I'm going to invite us just to, I think it'd be rude not to get into those hips here, wouldn't it? Especially after being maybe out of that routine. So let's find that work in the hips. Let's find a little release. If we're leaning into the year of the snake and letting go, let's let go in those hips. Let's draw the knees in. We're going to take the knees wide, separate the feet, and find a lovely circle here. Connect the lower back to the floor. Good. And in. So we're still working a little bit into the core, but we're getting a little into those hips as we find those circles. We did a few at the beginning with the foot down. And now let's just see what we're doing here. How's that kind of feeling? Is there tightness? Is it feeling good? Is there anywhere else you feel it? Breathe. A little smile with me. Inhale. With the outer edges and the mouth curl up. Just enjoy the feeling. Moving your body, knowing what it feels like, connecting with it, releasing. Nothing better. 3, 2, and 1. Next time you've got the knees drawing in towards you, we're going to do the opposite. So we're going to bring the feet out. Keep that lower back connecting. Bring the knees wide and draw the knees in towards the armpits and back in. Good. And out, out and in. You've got it. Knees extend. Knees wide and in. Good. Breathing in and out. You can have the hands on the knees. You can have the hands to the side. You can feel that work in the core as well. 3, Inhale and exhale, 2. Beautiful. And 1, knees coming in, relaxing the shoulders down. Let's take the knees nice and wide. Good. See how that feels. I really want you to separate the feet, kind of like thinking about frog pose. So frog pose is having the feet a little bit more separate. It would be on the mat. We would kind of take the knees wider, but see how that feels. Squeeze into those glutes. Tuck under in the pelvis here and work into the hips. If it feels okay, you can use the hands to guide the knees a little bit deeper. If it feels like you're at your capacity, use the hands to support the knees underneath. It's up to you. Either one is just as good. Just try for me to relax in the face. Notice if you're clenching at all in the jaw or tightening between the eyebrows and the forehead. I always have such a tendency to do that. I remember really distinctly being in a yoga class, really thinking about my movement. And the teacher was like, your actual practice is amazing. Just relax your face, love. I was always doing it with such seriousness. It was such a lovely moment to recognize. Breathing in and out. Sometimes all you need to do is just relax a little in the face and let the practice come to you. Good. From here, if you want to stay, you're absolutely welcome. If you want to move in a little into happy baby, we've not done too much into those hamstrings. So I'm going to invite you just to extend those legs up. See how you're getting on in those hamstrings. Good. We're going to bend in the knees and take them wide. Bring the hands either underneath the knees. We're going to walk the hands to the lower part of the leg. Maybe grab the outer edges of the foot and find that happy baby. I know we do this one often. I honestly can't tell you how powerful it is. If we're practicing once or twice a week, this is the pose, getting upside down. It's an inversion. You've got this lovely work in the lower back, the hips. We've got that emotional release. Just feel like there's so many benefits that come from it. Working into your digestive system here. Amazing. 3, relaxing. 2, and 1. Now you can keep that movement, that rocking. If that's just feeling really nice tonight, you want to stick with that, play with that. If you like a little bit more depth, you fancy going there, come to a little bit more stillness for me, keeping the same shape, pushing the shoulder blades down. Maybe lift the head up, draw the chin, and relax the head back down, a little smile. And then we push the tailbone down as we squeeze and tuck under. I'm definitely feeling the tightness there in my hips. Hello, Christmas holidays. Inhale and exhale for 3. Lean it in. 2. Take what you need from the pose, releasing, shedding, letting go. You're the snake. Let it go. In and out. 1. Beautiful. Relaxing. Slowly roll the ankles round. Roll the other direction. And bringing the feet in towards the chest. I want you to give yourself a little hug, knees to the nose. Breathing in, breathing out. Amazing. 3, 2, 1, bringing it down. Beautiful. All right, we're just going to get a little bit of release in those hamstrings and we'll come to an upright position. And bring the hands down alongside the body, palms facing down. Right knee draws in towards the chest and just see if you can creak that right leg up. Oh, how you doing? I don't know about you, but that is tight. Roll that ankle. Good. And roll the other direction. Good. Maybe pointing and flexing. Slowly bending the knee and bring the foot down. Lovely. Inhale, other side, lifting up. Exhale, extend. Good. See how you're feeling here. Maybe moving into the ankle again. Rolling the other direction. 3, little smile with me, 2. And 1, little point and flex. Breathing in, bending into the knee and bringing it back down. Exhale. Good. Right side, let's inhale, kick it up. Inhale, bending it in, and then we're going to extend it out along the floor, tap the heel. Bringing it in, up, bending it in, and extend. Good. Just finding a little rhythm here, noticing how that feels. But just to try and keep the foot flexed, so toes drawn towards you, heel away. Find what feels good. Don't forget that beautiful, slow, deep breath in. And out. 3. And 2. Relaxing in the face. And last one, leg extends. An option to stay here and hold. You can bring the hands to the lower part of the leg, just drawing it in a little more towards you, relax in that upper part of the body, the neck. If you're a little bit more flexy and the hammies are feeling good, you can bring the hand to the lower part of the leg, but just listen. Sometimes it's really tight. I've not done loads here, so it just might still feel like we need more work. Oh. Let's release that tightness. 3, feel stress leaving the body. 2, and 1, bending into the knee, bring the foot down. Exhale. Inhale to the side, bending in the knee. Good, let's extend. See how that feels. Little hold. Now you can have the hands to the side, and we're gonna bend into that left side, and we're gonna extend it out. Good. Just find some lovely slow breaths. Breathing in deep through the nose. Breathing out. Moving quick or slow. Keep the foot in lovely and flexed. Amazing. 3. Inhale and exhale. Fab. A little smile if you like to. And 1. Last one. Let's extend it up. Good. You can stay here. We don't have to use the hands. You can bring the hands to the lower part of the leg, just guiding it in a little closer. See if you're going to relax in that tailbone. Sometimes we have a tendency to squeeze and lift up and kind of fight the stretch. We want to relax that lower back, tailbone down. Breathing in and out. It's fine if it's tight, if you want to stay here. If the leg is a little bit more flexy, you can reach the lower part of the leg. Please feel free. Listen to your body. Where do you need to be today, tonight? Just letting go. That's all we're doing. We're letting go of that stress. We're seeing it. We're feeling it. Releasing it. Little gift to the body. This beautiful 30th of December 2025. Nice work. Slowly bend the knee. Inhale, bringing the foot down onto the mat. Lovely. We're going to bring the bottoms of the feet together. I'm going to invite you just to take a Baddha Konasana, Supta Baddha Konasana. So we're on butterfly pose, recline. We're bringing the hands underneath your bottom if you wanted, as you wiggle the knees wide. I feel like sometimes, like if you don't have 2 blocks help. You can kind of place them underneath to support as the knees draw out. Let everything settle down and see if you can find a space where the back isn't arching too much. If you can get that lower back to kind of feel flat, maybe you feel like you can wiggle the hands a little bit wider. You might be really open in the hips, and you might not have that real bow in the back. If you don't, if the back feels quite flat, just bring the hands onto the belly, relaxing the head down. Breathing in and breathing out. We just want to let the pose come to us here. This is our lovely little stopping point. Maybe close the eyes with me and just joining me in a little reflection as we release in the hips, coming back to those kind of ideas that we began with at the beginning. What is it that you did shed? What is it that you do want to let go of? What is it that you want to leave in 2025? And what is it that you want to take with you in 2026? What are your wishes and your goals? And if you don't have any, that's fine. You don't have to. It's not about a new year, new you. That's absolutely not what we're about. It's just about reflecting on the lessons learned. And I think a new year just gives us a lovely opportunity to sometimes draw that line in the sand. I remember this beautiful phrase from kind of Buddhist culture, the past is in the past, let's leave it there. The future is something we cannot predict, but the present moment is the only thing that we have. And sometimes it's hard for us to leave the past in the past, but I really do love this idea of a new year. Just allows sometimes us to draw a little line and leave a few things in 2025. Just be grateful for the lessons, the learning, the growth, the love. Forgive yourself for anything you might be kind of overthinking as you move into that next chapter of 2026. Just take the good, take the learning, take the memories, take the joy, and take the strength. You've got it. Inhale, slowly wiggle the hands out, or if they're on the belly, bring them away. We're going to bring the hands to support us, bring those knees up, and roll over towards the right hand side in that lovely fetal position. Staying there for a breath, inhale. And as we exhale, I invite you to just come all the way up onto the mat. Nice seated position. Awesome. If you've got a drink, join me. Oh, how nice. Nice work, everybody. Cheers. Right. I invite you to make your way onto all fours. I'm going to make your way to a tabletop position. Oh, I tell you what, tabletop, moving into our cat and cow, never felt so good than between these days, in this season, it's one of my favorite things. I was doing them the other day thinking, oh, this just feels extra good, where I've been sat a little bit more, doing some relaxing. Inhale, we're going to tuck under in the pelvis, draw the chin in. Feel that pull across the shoulder blades. I don't know about you, anyone who's like me at you rapping on the floor. I don't know why I just don't sit at the table nicely. It's like sit on the floor, everything else. Inhale, lifting the tailbone, lifting the chest. Good. And just feeling that lovely bit of weight kind of become a little lighter in the spine. Let it go from the shoulders and the chest, heart open. Inhale, drawing in from your core, tucking under. More. Feel that pull across the shoulder blades, good. Inhale and exhale, lifting in the chest, drawing it through shoulders. Come down, good. This time in our cat, I'll invite you maybe to wiggle side to side. Inhale, draw in from your core. Find your beautiful cat pose here, maybe wiggling a little bit left to right, making little tiny C's. Sometimes you feel a lovely stretch in the back body. 3, 2, and 1. Move back to center, a lovely flat back. That's what we're after. Good. From here, inhale, we're going to extend that right leg. We're going to bend into the knee. What I want us to do is we're going to extend, and what we're going to do is we're going to draw the foot forward. Good. We're going to bring it back, bend in the knee, and then we're going to draw the knee in towards the center, little crunch. Good. So it's quite strong. If the upper body needs a little break, take a break or come up onto the fists. So inhale, we're going to extend the leg. We're going to bring it out towards the right-hand side. Good. Feel that little work. Core, glutes, bring it out. Drawing it in. Nose to knee. Good. 2 more. Inhale, extend. Take it round. Good. Taking it back. And nose to knee. Well done. Last one. Inhale. Taking it round. Feel that strength. You got it. And out. Nose to knee. And bring the knee down. Good. Let's take the weight off. Knees nice and wide. Big toes to touch. Sink in. Lovely wide-legged child's pose. Good. Bringing the hands into little fists or letting the body and the belly sink down. Just soaking up that lovely work into the hips. Deep breath in. See if you can feel the belly, the back body. Noticing how that feels as the forehead meets the fists, the hands, or the floor. Just see if you can maybe rock the forehead left to right. That feels comfortable for you, getting a little bit of a release. If you've got any sort of headaches or so much going around at the minute, I really know how that's been. Just release any of that illness. Breathe. 3, 2, and 1. Coming back to center. Good. Inhale, we're just going to push the body back up, bringing the hands back so they're in line with the shoulders as you swing the knees in. Take a little minute here. Good. Breathing in and breathing out, flat back. Now the legs. So we're going to just lift up to start, lifting up into that left foot. Push into the hands, draw in from your core. We're going to extend. We're going to keep it extended. We're going to draw it around. Wiggle a little close to you. Found that wall around. Good. So we're keeping it lifted. We're bringing it back. Then we bend the knee. We draw it in. Little crunch. Inhale, extend. Bring it around. Good. Bring it back. And crunching in. Good. Inhale, extend. Bring it around. Inhale, extend. And crunch it in. Inhale, extend. Good. Feeling strong in your core. Bring it around. Yes. And bringing it out. And in. Beautiful. Coming back to your lovely tabletop position, knees wide, big toes to touch, sinking down. Inhale and exhale. Good. Coming to a place that feels comfortable for you. If it feels really tight in the hips, maybe that lovely stacked fist, forehead resting there feels good. Maybe the tailbone lifted more. You're quite open. Just surrender. Maybe even reach the hands forward if you're quite deep into that hip stretch. It's up to you. We'll see what that feels today. Maybe the head turns to one side, the forehead maybe meets the mat as you reach forward. Maybe that just feels a little different as we sink into those hips, releasing the worry, the trauma, the fear. Let it all go. My hips are one of those places where we can just really sometimes lean into that irritability, lean into anything holding us back. Release it, shed it, let it go. 3. Nice. 1, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Let's bend the knee. Elbows, bring the hands up. Peel yourself up. Take your time. You've got it. And bringing the knees back to hip distance. Nice job, everyone. Good. We're going to take a little downward dog here. So let's tuck under in the pelvis. We've not done that yet, so take it slow. Tuck those back toes. We're going to lift the knees up. Draw in from your core and find your downward dog, bending in the knees. Arms extended. Draw the shoulders down. Breathe with me in and out as you walk those heels. We're really swinging those hips. Pushing into the feet. I don't know about you, but I can really feel that in my feet today. I happen to have a busy day out. I'm wearing new shoes, actually, just a new pair of trainers. Just feeling in the toes. Maybe it's the calf muscles. Where do you need it? Kind of wiggling forward and back. That first one does not have to be technically perfect at all. It's just about feeling it out. Swing the hips. Relax the face. Good. 3. Great. 2. And 1. Bringing the feet hip distance. Draw in from your core. Good step. Or if you're in a hopping mood, bend the knees and take a little hop forward. Bring the belly on top of the knees and just hang out. Just let it all hang. Nice one. Let the belly settle there. Maybe grabbing opposite elbows. How's that feel? Or you out with the neck, the upper body, the shoulders. I'm going to take that little swing side to side. Breathe. Inhale and exhale. Nice one. As you swing, you can maybe work to extend one leg and then the other. Going back to center when you're ready, just hanging out deep. Inhale, straightening one leg, bending the other. Just see if you can get a little more stretch and release in the back of that hamstring as we take that lovely fourth fold. Breathing in and out. You can feel the work in the spine and the back. Bring the feet hip distance. Inhale, straighten that leg. See how that feels for you. Relax in the face and the forehead and the jaw. Separate the teeth. Bending in the knees. Good. Hanging out. Inhale. Find your halfway lift, whether it's fingers forward or bringing the hands up to the knees. Absolutely fine. Work to draw the chest forward. 3, 2. Don't forget to breathe. And 1. Bending in those knees. Scooping it up. We're reaching up alongside the ears. Little back bend here and tuck under in the pelvis, thumbs coming in. Breathing in with me and breathing out. I want you to find Tadasana and I want you to find the strength in Tadasana. So we're just going to lift all the toes. Inhale. Slowly push all the toes back down. Just feeling it out. And then tuck under in the pelvis. Squeeze those glutes. Really squeeze. I want you to find that drawing in the center of the body and the shoulders. Draw down away from the ears. Good. Everything should be tensing in that lower part of the body. Almost lifting that upper part of the leg. Tops the. We're squeezing, lifting, feeling like you can really push those feet into the floor. Everything's active, even though we're just technically standing. Inhaling. And as we exhale, draw the shoulders down. Navel's drawing in. Good. Feeling good. Draw the chin in slightly. Kind of looking just in front of you. Maybe close the eyes like me. You like that lovely bit of space to just Work inward in this position. Maybe if you feel comfortable, bring the hands alongside the body, open the palms up, feel the chest drawing forward, that openness in the chest. I think it's such a beautiful pose, metaphorically, just kind of saying, I'm ready and I'm open. Breathing in and breathing out, little smile. If the eyes are open or closed, just feeling the strength of that standing pose. When you can do whenever you might be not feeling yourself, you can do it before you start the day, before you go into an uncomfortable situation. I think that it's a pose that just builds that strength and confidence. It defines what maybe this year coming is meant to kind of be if we are kind of leaning into the year of that horse. Imagining that sunrise, imagining that this year was that climb, it was the climb up that mountain to get to that beautiful view, that sunrise. You can feel the air on the body. You can feel where the body aches, it's sore, it's been through a lot, but now we're at the top. I want you to breathe in and breathe out that beautiful fresh air and just lean into that mountain pose and the strength that you've created in yourself this year. I invite you to take that strength with you into this next year coming. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, let's hinge at the hips, not double load with that spine. Reach forward, hold, bending into the knees, fall down over the toes, and nose comes in, let everything hang down. Let's find a halfway lift, so either drawing the hands up the legs, bringing the elbows in alongside the body, working to extend the legs, chest drawing forward. That's what we're looking for here. Or you can bring the fingertips forward, not leaning, back leaning, slightly forward, working into those hamstrings. Remember never to lock the knees, even if you're quite open in those hammies or hyperextended. Breathing and bending in the knees deep, or reaching up. Maybe inhale, little back bend, little smile if you like, tuck under that pelvis. We're really holding Tadasana. Lots of love and light tonight. Just feeling the strength of it. Inhale, reaching up. And exhale, hinge at the hips. Let's hold. Feeling that release. Often call that foundational pose. Folding down. Drawing the chin in. Good. Inhale, halfway lift. Yogi's choice. Inhale and exhale. Bend the knees deep, scooping it wide. Inhale, reaching up. Slowly bending and tucking under the pelvis. Well done. A little smile if you like. Inhale, reaching up. Last one. Good. Hinge at the hips, reaching forward. Holding down. Exhale. Good. Just holding, hanging out there. Find your lovely little halfway lift. Breathe with me. Bend the knees. Scooping it up. Beautiful. I just think that that's like such a beautiful part of our salutation. As you come into that lovely standing pose, just gets that beautiful back body open. From here, I'm going to invite you just to turn and face the long edge of the mat. If you need to move anything around, go for it. We're going to do a little sequence in our goddess pose just to get a little bit more into the lower body strengthening and opening up in those hips. So remember, what we don't want is the diamond shape. We want a little bit wider. Just takes a little bit of the pressure off other parts of the body, like the ankles. It's really quite a good one. So we're going to start with the hands on the hips here. We're going to breathe in and exhale, just bend. I want to tuck under in the pelvis as you sink. I'm going to draw the shoulders back. So with the hands on the hips, it allows us to roll the shoulders back as we sink. You can feel that work into the tops of the legs. Draw in from your core as we lift up. Tuck under in the pelvis. Good. Little smile if you like. Inhale. Channeling that little goddess. Sinking down. Good. A little hold here. Draw the shoulders down. Good. Inhale. And exhale. Squeeze and lift. Tuck in under in that pelvis. Draw the shoulders down. Awesome. Next one. Let's take a little pulse if you want, or you can just take that bend. Inhale. Exhale. Let's bend down. So drawing in from your core, you've got the option just to straighten the legs and come back down, or we can pulse. We sink in the middle. Next one. See how that's feeling that little fire. Good. 3, 2, keep the chest lifted, little smile. And 1, squeeze in, lifting, tucking under. A little bit of a hold there. If you're holding the breath at all, inhale. Out through the mouth, make a little noise. Let it all go. Fab. Next one, you've got the option to lift one heel when we're doing our pulses, or you can just stay bend and straighten, up to you. Inhale and exhale. So we bend maybe straighten or stay with me. We'll lift one heel and maybe sink into the middle. We don't want to lean forward too much. Keep those shoulder blades drawn back. Find that lovely little pulse. And breathe for 5, 4. Nice on 3. Try in from your core. 2. And 1. Drop the heels. Squeeze in. And tuck in under. Nice one. Take a breath in with me and out through the mouth. Inhale. And exhale. Let it go. Fab. Inhale. And exhale. Bend in. Good. Lifting the other heel if you want. And take a little pulse for 5. Good. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Lift and draw the shoulders back. Drop the heels. Squeeze those inner thighs. Beautiful. Tucking under in that pelvis. Inhale. And exhale through the mouth. Let it go. Maybe use the tongue, use a full lion's breath if you want. Good. And then the next one, I'm going to invite you, if you want to play with a little bit of a balance, or maybe lift the heels. Let's see how it feels tonight. So in order to kind of get that balance, with your drishti or your gaze not looking at anything moving, so looking at something in front of you, you want your breath nice and slow and steady. So let's inhale and slowly exhale. Just find that lovely calm. From here, we're going to bend into the knees. Find your goddess pose. Use your core. Maybe lift one heel a little bit. Maybe lift the other one. See if you can do it a little bit. Maybe just see. Keep that lovely bit of balance. If you fall out, don't worry. If you're there, maybe see if you can lift the heels a little bit more. Thinking about your core. 3. Nice one. 2. Heels down. Squeeze those inner thighs. Coming all the way back up. Great work. Inhale. Let it go and exhale. We're going to bend the knees, hands come down. Let's just lean forward. We're going to drop one shoulder and look up. Good. Find that lovely little twist. Coming back to where we're at the beginning, coming back to center, and that lovely little twist. Drop it down. Maybe take your gaze towards the ceiling if you can, or in that direction. 3, 2, and 1. Coming back to center, squeeze the inner thighs, coming all the way back up. Before we float to the floor, I'm going to give you a little challenge. You can do it standing up, or you can do it with the knees bent. I love a little bit of core work just to finish. So inhale wide with the arms, bring the hands behind the head. And exhale. Good. Let's bend down into our goddess pose. You're thinking about your core. We're dipping one elbow to one side. Use your core, bring it back. And elbow to the other side. Good. Core, bring it back. And over. Nice little side stretch. Core. You can come out of it, or you can keep moving at your own pace. Doesn't matter if you're going as fast or slow as me. 3. Nice one. Last little bit of fire. 2. Nice one. And 1. Slowly bringing it back to center and squeeze. You've got it. Turn those toes inwards. Let's slowly take it down to the ground. Lean forward with the chest and just let everything hang down. Legs in a V, toes moving in towards each other. Wiggle the legs in a way that feel good to you. Just let everything hang down. Not pushing unless you'd like to reach through or the palms want to come down. You do what you want in this pose. You don't just hang out. Just let the inversion do its thing. Make sure the neck is soft. Doesn't matter how far folded you are. Just find some lovely, slow, steady breath. 3, 2, and 1. And I'm going to invite you to bring the hands and walk the hands slightly forward. Good. We're going to walk the feet in and slowly bring the knees down. Good. Let's swing the feet to the side and come up to a nice upright position on the mat. What a practice. I feel like I could move with you for like hours tonight. Just feels so good. Cheers. Amazing. Grab a drink with me. And let's take the feet so cross-legged if that feels comfortable for you. Sitting up nice and tall. What we're going to do is we're going to do our little twist. Such a nice way to kind of end the practice. So we're going to inhale, reach the arms up. We're going to twist the body towards the right hand side. Drop the hands down and drop the shoulders down. You want to keep lifting from the top of the head. The crown of the head's drawing up. Maybe take your gaze forward as well as we twist. Feel the belly fill. We can start to those lovely soft eyes as we move through this next bit. If you want, just looking down. Once you know the movement, you can close the eyes and just lean into that lovely softness. Inhale, coming back to center, reach it up. I'm going to bring the right hand down. I want you to think about that left sit bone pushing down. Inhale, reach up and over. Drop the shoulder down. Good. Inhale and exhale, just feeling that side stretch. Inhale, back to center, a little smile. Nice work moving today. Twist and hands down, lifting nice and tall and long. Crown of the head, shoulders down. Amazing. Inhale, maybe looking forward and breathe. Feel the breath to the belly. Feel the twist. 3, good, 2, and 1. Inhale, reaching the arms up. This time it's left hand down. I want to push down in that right sit bone as we reach over. Good. Drop the shoulder. Now your gaze can be up, forward, or down. Find that beautiful deep breath. Inhale and exhale. Breathing in, little smile. And breathing out. Beautiful. Reaching up. Inhale. Both hands come up, palms together. And draw the thumbs in. Drop the shoulders down. Good. Inhale. We're going to take that right ear to the right shoulder. Just feel that lovely little bit of lengthening happening. Inhale and exhale. Breathing in, head comes back to center and exhale. Always kind of finish here, but it's always so much more we can do. If your neck is really tight, you notice that often. Just maybe take this move in the bath or the shower, the hot water run. Inhale, slowly coming back to center. One more on each side. Let's take it over. 3, 2, softening the face. And 1, inhale, head comes back. And exhale over, releasing that tightness, tension, and coming back to the middle. Inhale. And exhale, letting go. Back. Before we take ourselves into our Shavasana, I think it's nothing better than getting that lovely little face massage before you kind of maybe drift into bed or back to the sofa for a book or a bath, whatever it is that you want to do. Take your pointer finger and your middle finger, maybe in between those eyebrows, and slowly tracing up around the eyebrows and then moving up into the forehead. Just let the breath slowly go back to where it needs to be. Notice the skin. Mine definitely feels so much more dry this season, or you can feel, this change from the summer to now. Just, it's important to notice and know your body and listen to your body. You know yourself best. Good. Maybe taking the fingers and pushing up between the eyebrows, that kind of third eye, like massaging that space. We hold so much of our thought, decision making, worry, the good stuff and the worry. Let's release that down. Good. Trusting our intuition, trusting that guidance, our creativity, so much in that. Good. Next time you rolling around, let's find the temples. Let's roll beautiful circles there. And then let's release. I want you to bring the hands into the hairline, just pushing, starting alongside the ear on each side, just using either the kind of pads of the fingers. If you don't have too long of nails, you can use that little bit of, to get a little more, see if you can start to bring just that lovely little dragging motion into more of the center. And if you want, you can take some little circles. There's just these small little circles pushing the pads of the fingers into the head. You've got it. Oh, let's let go. Release any sort of headaches. If you want to build up, just feel around. You know what feels good. You know what you want to do. If you need to go back, it's up to you. 3, 2. Beautiful. And 1, coming back to a lovely soft space. And then coming to the top of the nose with the fingers and just moving in and around the cheekbones. You're going to just feel around. A nice one. If you've got any sinus pain, roll over the top of the nose down. You can do this anytime as well. Just release any tension or tightness there. Good. 3, 2, and 1. And then rolling from the top of the jaw all the way down. Just a little reminder here, just to release the jaw. Beautiful. And if there's anything else you feel like you want to do here, not just come to a nice calm position, maybe finding an upright space for the spine and closing the eyes. I invite you just to stay there in stillness and silence. Maybe take a breath if you need it. If not, just let that natural rhythm settle in. How do you feel now? As we come to the end of our practice, how do you feel in mind, body, soul? I invite you to scoop up that beautiful bit of silence, that stillness. Turn the outer edges of the mouth up. Find that little smile and then make your way to your favorite Shavasana pose. And if that means you want to just get in bed and close the eyes, if it means that you wanted to lay back or wrap up with a blanket, if you've got an eye pillow, you want to use it, leave it tonight. Just grab a pillow from your sofa, get on the sofa, whatever it is, but you just to find that beautiful space. That's your peace, your quiet. Begin to relax anything that is still holding tightness, just scanning from the crown of the head down the face, the front of the body all the way down, scanning the back of the body, just feeling it melt a little deeper into the space you chose to rest. Just let it all go. Leaving any heaviness here. Walking into New Year's Eve with a little lightness. Trusting yourself, trusting your strength, trusting your kindness and your light, your talents. And one of my favorite wishes as you move into 2026, may you be happy. Whatever that definition is for you, keep seeking it. You deserve it. May you be happy. May you be healthy in mind and body. May you ride the waves of your life knowing that you've got everything in you to tackle the tough stuff. No matter what comes, trust that you've got this. That is the confidence we need as we lean into the year of the horse. Invite you to stay there as long as you want. Drift to sleep. Or log off. Go find something really lovely to do before you make your way to a cozy, restful night. Peace and love in our last class of the year. Om love.